graders, and welcome to Eureka Math. This is Module 6, Lesson 19, and our objective today is to plot data on line graphs and analyze trends. Okay, so let's please go to our Learn book, and you can write your name on the page. Alright, so here's our graph, and I can tell you your final exam has a graph that looks very similar to this. The line graph below tracks the rain accumulation measured every half hour during a rainstorm that began at 2 p.m. and ended at 7 p.m. So that's a 5-hour rainstorm. It seems like here in Valencia when it's the rainy season and it rains every afternoon during recess, right? Use the information in the graph to answer the questions that follow. How many inches? Okay, so here's our graph. Rain accumulation March 4th, 2013. Rainfall is in inches, not centimeters, so be careful of that, and the time. And this is afternoon, so 2 p.m. Okay. How many inches of rain fell during this 5-hour period? So let's see. All right, so this is the accumulation. This is the total at the end. Okay, so right here is the total. So we've got 2 and 2¼ that's 2 1/4 inches. So if this is the end of that period and this is how much rainfall was happening, and so as somebody went outside and measured it every 30 minutes, and the first 30 minutes there was 1/4 inch, and then after the first hour there's 3/4, and then at 3:30 they checked and it was 1 inch, and then it sort of stayed the same, so maybe there was a lull in the storm here. And then at 4:30 it went crazy, and at 5 they measured here, and by 7 o'clock this is how much rainfall they'd had. So how many inches did they have at the end of the 5-hour period? Okay, and that is 2 1/4 inches. Be careful, you're not adding like on a plot line, we're just looking at the total rainfall at the end. During which half-hour period did 1/2 inch of rain fall? 1/2 inch. So if this is 1/4, this is 1/2. Now you want to look at the interval. The interval here is 2. Okay, so here only 1/4. Half-hour period, so that's 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:37. So in between. So here to here, well, that counts. That's 1/2 inch. That's only 1/4 inch. There wasn't any. Here is, from here to here is 1.5, is 3/4. So not there. Here to here is 1/4, not even 1/4, 1/8. 1/4, from here to here is 1/4. Another 1/8. So from there to there is the 1/2, but that's over a period of 1-2 hours. So I think our answer is right here. Okay. It went up 1/2 inch between 2:30 and 3. It rained 1/2 inch. How do we know? The graph jumped 1/2 inch in 30 minutes. Okay, that's the only place where that happened. During which half-hour period did rain fall most rapidly? Okay, so most rapidly meaning what, like the biggest amount of rain. And in which half-hour period? So you want to look for the part in the graph where it goes up the fastest, right? So it goes like that, the fastest. And I think that's right here, right? It's definitely the biggest incline, and that's from 4:30 to 5. And how do we know that? Well, we know that because the graph uh-oh, my pen. Hang on. The graph had its largest increase at that time. Why do you think the line is horizontal between 3:30 and 4:30? Well, between 3:30 and 4:30, the line didn't go up at all. Well, what causes the line to go up? More rain. So if the line doesn't go up and it stays even, that means that it probably wasn't raining. It stopped raining in that amount of time, just in time for you guys to get picked up from school. Okay. E, for every inch of rain that fell here, a nearby community in the mountains received 1.5 feet of snow. Right? It's colder in the mountains, so the rain turned into snow. How many inches of snow fell in the mountain community between 5 and 7 p.m.? Okay, so 5 to 7 would be from here to here. And we are going to look at this increase. For every inch of rain that fell, a nearby community in the mountains received 1.5 feet of snow. So we're going to only look between 5 and 7. So it went up. There is a quarter. There's a half. So we said this whole section here, from here to here, is only a 1/2 inch of rain. So for every inch, if 1 inch equals 1.5 feet of snow, then 1/2 inch is going to be this number divided by 2, right? So we're taking half of that amount, which equals 3/4 of a foot of snow. Okay. That one's a tricky one. All right, next graph. Mr. Boyd checks the gauge on his home's fuel tank on the very first day of every month. I don't know if you guys are having troubles with your gas, the cooking gas, but I know that the cooking gas truck is overdue at my house. The line graph that's the problem with no propane, right? The line graph to the right was created using the data he collected. So his monthly fuel usage, this is nothing like Venezuela because ours is like, we'll use whatever we can get, whenever we can get it. According to the graph, during which months does the amount of fuel decrease most rapidly? Now this is a typical, this is kind of a typical United States sort of thing. If April, May, June in the summertime, you don't need gas anymore, so it goes down. All right. The line graph to the right was created using the data he collected. According to the graph, during which months does the amount of fuel decrease most rapidly? Decrease most rapidly. So decrease goes down. Okay, so here in January, they used this amount. Okay, and then it kind of tapers down, and then they go back up, and then it goes down slowly. But right here in January, this is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So in January, the fuel went down the most rapidly. Probably because in January it's cold, so you're using a lot of fuel in the United States. The Boyds took a month-long vacation. During which month did this most likely occur? Well, probably from here to here, wouldn't you say? Because that's just 1 month. And it looks like they didn't use any fuel at all. That's why it shot all the way back up to full. So that was May. The tank refilled. Oh no, that might not be true. Wait a minute, let's look again. I'm going to read the second question. During which month did this most likely occur? No, I'm still gonna say May because that's when they use the least amount of fuel. Nope, that's not when they used the least amount. That's when they used the most. Here we go, where it stayed exactly the same. They didn't use any fuel. So that is in July. Sorry. Have to be careful and read these carefully. They filled the tank once this year. During which month did this most likely occur? Well, it happened in May, because look, it went from all the way down here, all the way up to here. The Boyd family fuel tank holds 284 gallons of fuel when full. So full equals 284. How many gallons of fuel did the Boyds use in February? In February, they used from here to here. So let's measure this. Okay, so this is empty, and that's halfway, which makes this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've divided this into 16, right? The graph is into 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So they've divided the graph into 16. So we're going to divide 284 by 16. And that goes in there once. 16 goes here. And then I've got 1, 2, 4. And let's see. 36. No, 7, 42, 8. 8, there we go. So 8 times 6 is 54. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nope, wait a minute. Wow, it's been so long since we've just done regular division. I'm having a little brain trauma here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and yeah, I think it's 8. Okay. Well, if it was 7, that would be 42, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which would leave us with 12 left over. It's interesting. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, that's wrong. 7. And let's see, that's 30, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So each section here represents 17 and 75 tenths or 75 hundredths of fuel. Gallons. Okay? Ooh, so that's messy. Anyway, that was a division problem. That's how I figured that out. So let me just rewrite this. 284 divided by 16 equals 17.75 gallons. And in February, from here to here, they used 2 of those sections, so 2. So I'm going to say 17.75 times 2 equals 35.5 gallons in February. Okay. And I found that by looking at how far did it jump? It jumped twice, right? So 1, 2. And if each of those represents 7.75, that times 2. Okay. Mr. Boyd pays $3.54 per gallon of fuel. What is the cost of the fuel used in February and March? Okay, first of all, we need to figure out how much did you use in February and March. So in February, we know it was 35.5. And then in March, from here to here, from there to there, is one section, so that's 17.75. Okay, so that's 5, 12, 13, 53.25 gallons. Okay, and we're going to multiply 53.25 times $3.54. Okay. So 4 times 5 is 20, carry the 2. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10, carry the 1. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13, carry the 1. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21. Okay, drop the 0. 5 times 5 is 25, carry the 2. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12, carry the 1. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 1 is 16, carry the 1. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 1 is 26. Okay, drop another 0. 3 times 5 is 15. Carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 5 is 15. And add that 0. 10, carry the 1 is 4, 5, 6, 12, 13. Carry the 1 is 2 is 8. 17, carry the 1 is 9, plus 5 is 14, carry the 1 is 4. Ooh. So 4, 4, 7, 3, 0, 0. And where do I put my decimal? I count the spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. Does that make sense? No, it absolutely does not. I messed up somewhere. Because 53 times $3 should be over 150. And that is not over 150. So I messed up somewhere. Let's go back and see. Messed up my math somewhere. Okay, 4, 0, 10, 12, okay. And then 25, 0, 5, 10. Oh, okay, let me just, 0, 0, 0 is 0. 10, carry the 1, it's 4. 5, 6, plus 7 is 13, carry the 1, should be 8 plus 9, 17, carry the 1, is 3, 9, 14, carry the 1. What am I doing wrong? Get out my calculator and see what I'm doing wrong here. So if they used 53.25 times $3.54, I have no idea what I did wrong. Let's try it again. Okay, 53.25 times 3 554. Okay. 5 times is 20. Carry the 2. 10. Carry the 1. 13. Carry the 1. 21. Next is 25. Carry the 2. 12. Carry the 1. 16. Carry the 1. It's 26. Okay, 2 zeros. 15. Carry the 1. 7. 9. 15. Okay. There's where I messed up. There's where I messed up. I think it was a pen issue. Did my pen erase it? Yeah. So 7 and 14 is 15. Carry the 1. 8 is 9 is 18. Carry the 1 is 8 and 1. There we go. So $188 and 50. Well, 50. I'm gonna have to round up because we don't use that small a number in dollars, so we're gonna have to go 51. Okay. There we go. I knew my math was getting wonky there. Okay, that was multiplying decimals, which we haven't done in a little while, so I hope you remembered how. Be very, very careful with this, and have a great day.